Hello everyone, my name is Catherine and I am a technical support specialist at iSpring. During this half hour, we will discuss how to get a maximum amount of information and build effective reports in iSpring Learn. I think this will especially help those who have just started working in iSpring Learn. I will start with a little bit of theory and of course we will have a practice part. First, we will learn what types of reports iSpring Learn provides, and then create a template of a report according to our case. Second, we will create a template for a report that will be sent to us automatically. Third, we will enable the My Team tool for supervisors and see what information they have access to. And let's switch to practice. To find reports in iSpring Learn LMS, you will need to go to the Reports tab in the panel on the left side. Let's click on it. As you can see, there are 4 groups of reports here. The first group is called by learners. In this group of reports, we are selecting a user or a few users to find out how your employees study courses. The second group is called by courses. These reports help to check how a learner advanced through a specific course or any other content, like quizzes, modules, or assignments. You may need this to make sure a student isn't lagging behind and offer some extra help if you notice they're experiencing difficulties. We can also check which answers employees selected in our quiz. The third group is called by trainings. With these reports, you can easily check which trainings have been conducted in the last 3 months and find out how many trainings were led by a specific organizer or how many employees attended an online training. The fourth group is called Others. The first report here is Leaderboard. This report is based on gamification. It displays the rating of employees that shows what scores and how many badges each employee has. And the last one here is the Active User Report. You can use this report to view detailed information on users who logged into the system during the billing period, as well as which devices they trained on, computer or smartphone. Access to all these reports is in the Administrator portal. Besides these reports, there is one more separate report that can be accessed directly from the user portal. It's called My Team. Let me show it to you. First, we need to switch to the user portal. Then we will see My Team tool here. Let's click on it. Here the supervisor can track learner progress and view statistics on individual and department learning progress. The dashboard shows supervisors how many employees have completed a training program and how many haven't started yet. The supervisor will be informed in time to remedy this. Also, supervisors can send requests for employees' training. So, we've learned types of reports. Now, let's talk about statistics. I will go back to the Administrator portal. Let's click here and select Administrator portal. Next, I will go to Reports and run the Learner Progress Report. On the top, we can see a summary of the entire report. Trained, level of students training. To calculate this value, you need to divide the number of completed enrollments by the total number of enrollments. And then we can see that all the courses that we have in iSpring Learn are divided by their status. For example, passed, the number of courses that users passed. Failed, the number of courses that users didn't manage to pass. In progress, the number of courses that users started to take but didn't view till the end. Not started, the number of not started courses. And the last one, overdue, the number of courses whose due dates have already expired. So this is just the first that I showed, but iSpring Learn provides you with more than 20 different reports. It will take time to go over each of them. That's why, if you have any questions, feel free to submit them in the chat, and I will be happy to answer it in Q&A sessions. We also have help stocks for each type of report. My colleagues will share a link in the chat. So, we've learned what all these numbers in the reports mean. Now, I would like to also talk about status of different types of content. Let's select one of the users here and click Learner's Results. I will select George Smith and let's click Learning Results. This is an easy and convenient way to find out how a selected employee studies their assigned courses. Pay attention to the status column. Here you can see how this user is progressing on each course. These statuses are different and they can be confusing. Let's learn them in more detail. For graded courses, you can view the following statuses. Completed, the completion condition is reached. In progress, the user started or passed at least one module, but the completion condition was not reached. Not started, the user did not pass any modules. And overdue, the course was not passed till the due date. For assignments, you can view the following statuses. Not started, the user did not make any attempts to complete the assignment. Pending review, the user sent the assignment to check. Declined, the administrator did not accept the assignment, and accepted when the administrator accepted the assignment. For trainings and Zoom meetings, you can view the following statuses. Not invited, the user was not invited to the event. Missed, this user did not attend the event. And attended, the user attended the event. Alright, let's switch to practice. Today, we will upload reports on 3 common situations. In the course of our work, we will learn how to switch between reports, use filters, save templates. Our first case, a report for a head of department. We need to find out what percentage of employees in the department passed required courses in the past month. Some employees can be already shown as inactive users in iSpring Learn because they passed courses last month and didn't log in. That is why we need to include the inactive users filter in the report. Users who didn't start taking courses must be on the top of the list in the report. We need to send such report to head of the departments once a month. This report should include name, job title, and a number of courses with not started status. And our next case is certification report. Employees didn't pass the quiz till the due date and they do not have access to the course with the quiz anymore. You need to find out what average score that all employees in the department have. Find those employees who didn't start taking the quiz and then extend the due date for 5 days for them, so that they can access this course again. A few employees didn't manage to pass the quiz and they told they have answered all the questions correctly. You need to check what answers these employees left in the quiz. To improve users' experience in taking the course, you need to check which questions were most difficult to answer for your employees. And our last case, a report for a supervisor. More than 85% of employees should be trained at the end of the quarter according to the supervisor KPI. You need to take into account only required courses, not from the catalog. The supervisor tracks the learning progress of the department once every 2 weeks. If the collective progress on trainings and courses is less than 85%, you will need to find the employees who have any issues with the courses and help them to pass the course successfully. You will need to send a message to an employee who has an overdue enrollment to find out how you can help them to pass the course. Then, you need to ask a training department to enroll an additional course to this employee if it's needed. The first task is to find out what percentage of employees in the department passed the required courses in the past months. How to do this? First, we need to go to the Reports tab. In the list of reports, we need to select the one called Department Progress. Today, we will look at the Technical Support department. So, in the Department filters, let's select Tech Support. I will click Add Filters, Department, and let's select Add Tech Support. Okay, we need to take a look only at the courses that are required, not ones that users added to themselves from the catalog, but those that the administrator assigned to them. How to set it up? In the enrollment type, we need to select Enrolled by Admin. In Filter Start Date, let's select Last 30 days. Okay, here we get the training for the tech support, and now it's 50%. The next task for us is when some users were blocked. So how do I run report on them? First, we select our department and then go to Learner Progress. Now I can see the list of users on my screen. What we need to do now? Let's add some filters. We select Add Filter and User Status. We need to have users with the active status and with inactive status. I will select both and click Add. So now I will have all users with all status and they are displayed on my screen. Now let's select those who have failed courses. First, we need to add column Failed. Let's go here in Display Columns and check Failed column. Perfect. After we enable this column, we can click directly on it and filter it. So now we can display values from higher to lower or vice versa. Users who have failed courses should go at the top of the list. Our next task is to send this report to the department administrator on a monthly basis. At the same time, the administrator only wants to see the first name, job title, and overdue. Before setting up sending, let's configure the columns. I need to go to Display Columns. Let's select first name, job title, and overdue. We don't need failed, so let's just uncheck this box. Perfect. We have set up the report. And now it's time to set up sending the report. Let's do it together. We scroll at the top of our page, and here we can see a clock icon in the upper right corner. We can click on it, and now we need to schedule the report. First, let's give it a name. It will be a technical support report. Next, you need to select a recipient emails. It will be our supervisor. We need to send this report monthly. So here we select monthly, and let's do it every first month on the first day. And if it's needed, you can add a time. So let's do it 12 p.m. Okay, now when our report is done, let's click Schedule. After we scheduled a report, this report will be located in the report sections. Let me show it to you. I will go back to Reports, and now at the top I will see my report. Perfect. And if the report is suddenly lost, click on the three dots and click Send by email. Here we can place a subject, for example, copy of the report, and let's add a recipient. Perfect. Now you can just click Send, and this report will be sent to our supervisor. Also, if you want to change the schedule time, you can click on the clock again and change it here. And if the report no longer relevant, you can click on Delete Schedule. Okay, perfect. Now we just set up the schedule report. We set up report we need, and now we move on to the next one. Okay, let's look at the first task. You need to find out what average score that all employees in the department have. Where we will start. First, let's open iSpring Learn and find reports. Here we have quizzes, surveys, and simulations report. From module, you need to choose your quiz. I will have my quiz, what it is all about. Now let's click Add, and we need also to add a new filter, Department. Let's click on Add Filter, Department, and check the tech support. After that, we need to customize columns, and here in the list we need to make sure that the option Average Awarded Score is selected. Now let's click on Display Columns and find Average Awarded Score. Now we scroll through our report to the right, and here we will have the column average awarded score. The next task in this case is to find a user who has not even started our course. Let's choose a quiz and click Learner's Progress. Let's see who has not started this course, and according to the report, there are 3 people. Now we need to extend the due date for this course. To extend the due date, we go to the Learning Content tab. Next, we need to find our course and open Enrollments tab. But how do we find out who has not started this course? We put our mouse over the status column and click on it. Now let's check Not Started and apply our settings. Here we can see 3 users that not started this quiz. To change the due date, first you need to select a user. You can do it one by one, or you can select all users at once. I will select 3 people and click Edit Enrollment. Here I want to extend the due date, and let's add 5 days. Let's click OK, and if you need it, you can also change the time. Click Save, and now we change the due date for these 3 people. And we can move on to the next task. A few employees didn't manage to pass the quiz, and they told that they have answered all the questions correctly. You need to check what answer these employees left in the quiz. What we will do in this case? Let's go to Reports and select a report called Quizzes. Let's find out our quiz. You can type it here in the search box, or you can scroll down and find it in the list of quizzes. Next, select a department and click Run Report. Here we can click on the Results Overview and go to the Attempt Details. Here we can see which answers are correct in the quiz and what answers the user gave. In other words, we can see all the details and find out whether the user was telling the truth or not. We can also run report on quiz attempts, and you can do it from here. But you can only run report for each user individually. And it also shows how many attempts the user has made. And the last task. To improve user experience in taking the course, you need to check which questions were most difficult to answer for your employees. To do this, let's go to Reports and select Quizzes, Service and Simulations Report. Let's select our quiz from the list. And now, let's click on the quiz and Results Overview. Once we selected this option, a report opens where we can view the results for each question or a question group. To find out which question causes the most difficulty, we look at the incorrect answer column. We can click here and sort out list of questions. By analyzing this, we can either change this question or add additional information that will help with the answer. We've learned how to upload reports. Now we need to figure out who has access to the reports. It is clear that the account owner has access to everything. The department administrator will only see their own departments. You can also create a custom role. For example, you need a person to have access only to learner progress. But what if the supervisor is not directly involved in creating trainings, and there is no point in granting wide access? In this case, My Team tool will help, so that the supervisor can simply log in to his account, go to the My Team tab and run reports from there. Let's turn it on together. I will go back to the admin portals. In order to grant access to My Team tab, you need to select the supervisor. Let's go to Users tab and select Departments. I will need technical support. You can click on three dots here and select Edit Department. Now let's add a supervisor. Let's click here and assign manually. We are going to assign ourselves as a supervisor. When everything is done, just click Save. The My Team tab will now appear for the users selected here. Let's check this. I will go to the User portal and select My Team tab. Here, a supervisor can view users and see how they are progressing on the courses. Also, they can request a course for users from here, or if it's needed, they can send a direct messages to users. Okay, we just set up the My Team tab. We have done a lot of work today. We studied the types of reports, what are the status of materials, learned how to solve specific tasks using reports, made the work of the head of the department effective using the My Team tab. I also have a great news for you. If you don't have iSpring Learn LMS yet, you are more than welcome to request a free live demo, during which we will dive into your project specifics to offer a best fitting solution, help you decide whether iSpring Learn is right for you, tell you how to launch onboarding, compliance, sales training, and more with ease. Show you how to solve your project task with iSpring Learn. To book a demo, just follow the link and fill out the form. I believe that with iSpring Learn LMS, you can streamline and better manage online training in your company. And now I'm ready to answer your questions.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
Hi, Nadia. I'm great, thank you.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. It was super helpful for everyone who had iSpring Learn. So I have questions here, and let's start with them.
Sure.
So Annie is asking, can you export the reports if I need to share them with a colleague who is not in the LMS?
Yes, sure, you can export it. Unfortunately, I cannot not show it right now in the live session, but if you remember, we scheduled the report, and right to the next where we scheduled it, you can find the button Export. If you will click on it, you can export the report into formats. First is CVC format, and the second one is Excel format.
Thank you so much for your response. I hope that we cover your questions, Annie. Sorry. And the next question from Alex. Can I customize a report if I need some additional info?
You can customize it, you can add filters, you can add columns, but you can use only these two features. So if you need some additional information, I'm afraid that you cannot do it, but you can always send us a feature request, and we are always happy to add something new to our platform.
Yes, and as Basil already said, we have a thread on our community forum about feature requests, so you're more than welcome to submit all your feature requests there. And we are waiting for your questions about LMS, iSpring Learn LMS, or just about the LMS. And we have a question from Ridgely, who's late to the party. Did we cover or will cover iSpring Partnership Program today? Actually, we don't have in plan to cover this, but you can find all the info that you want on our website. We actually have a partnership program, reseller program, and affiliate program. So on our website, iSpringSolutions.com, you can just submit your became an affiliate or a reseller. Yes, just submit the forms on the landing page, and our reseller programs managers will find you. So actually, also, I'm just waiting for another questions if you have them. And guys, if you don't have any questions, please type just I don't have any questions. Thank you so much for the presentation. And also I want to mention that on December the 1st, we will hold a webinar about blended learning in LMS, iSpring Learn LMS, and also we have here a practical part about how to create a multi-day training with detailed statistic from iSpring Learn. So you're more than welcome to attend and find all the info on our website. And also, it's a Q&A, but I think that I speak the most, sorry. Yeah, and also I want just to repeat that you have a great chance to earn up to 20% of the iSpring Learn LMS, because you have an opportunity to sign up for a demo right now to lock in your best price until the end of 2022. So just follow the link and request a demo if you don't have already iSpring Learn. So we have a question from Jill. Does iSpring have any planned reporting upgrades happening outside of our feature requests?
Yes, sure. I'm sure that our developers have something in mind, but unfortunately, I don't know what exactly they're planning to do, but please keep expecting it. I'm sure something new will come.
All right, thank you very much for your answer. So if we don't have any questions so far, let's move to the next, my favorite. Sorry, just a moment. Yes, we will share all the links in the sessions, in the recording, and on your emails. So don't worry about that the code didn't work. We will double check that. Thank you for your comment. And right now, if we don't have any questions, we will move to the next session about community. And I'm one of those people who leave the sweet for the last. That is why the last will be session about community. So let's move to the end. Thank you so much, Catherine, for your presentation to show us the possibilities of iSpring Learn.
Yes, sure. I was happy to tell you about it.
Thank you again. Let's move to the end now.